For what feels like the first time in a long time, HGR returns to the Raging Idiot Racing Network channel as right now, 40 seconds remain in practice. Jeff Merck on track. And 23 seconds remaining. Aubrey Thompson, Ryan, or Aubrey Thompson, John Ellis, John Ward, Jeff Merck, and James Warren rounds out the top five. That'll be a good run tonight. About 14 cars on deck for tonight's race. 100% fuel, it's a one-stop race. Right now, Kobe Canille will be rolling us off here. James Waring, Jeff Merck, Aubrey Thompson, about a handful of drivers already rolling out. Right now, Gordon Spain also rolling out to the racetrack, as is Ward. The Covers that will get underway here, as will James Waring, John Ellis Jr., Kenneth McCullough. Right in the line. Kobe Neal's first lap, survey says. We'll go second, Waring. Well, now Waring goes second, Corbett third, Jeff Merck on the pole for the moment. Again, McCullough will slide in. Second quickest, and now Gordon Spain. Right now, John Ward on set, right behind Gordon Spain to set the pole out. We'll have to see if Ward can finish it at the line. Gordon Spain, where's he standing in this? A 9:51. And John Ward's time, top of the board. 53.873, and John Ward back on top. John Ellis Jr. on track. Justin Johnson as well. Matter of fact, Jerry Wilson will also be posting a lap as well. John Darnell just rolled out of the pits. Just over a minute and a half remaining to post one lap. Right now, Ellis right on par with Ward. Needs just a little bit more to have a shot at the pole at the line. Survey says for John Ellis Jr. 879. Second quickest, Darnell and Johnson. Johnson will slide in ninth. Terry Wilson. Well, Wilson's going to need about a tenth of a gain at somewhere through this tri-oval. Will not get it, I do not think. Terry Wilson's time. A 998 and it will be good enough for 10th. John Darnell right now. He's got 29 seconds. But within that 29 or that 26.9 range, gonna need a bit of a gain. With 20 seconds remaining, he'll have a shot at it. And he will be the last one to have a shot at it. With 10 seconds remaining, John Darnell at the line. Survey says an 893. It will be good enough for 6th. Man. Well, Matthew Lee, Joey Masavich will not post a lap. They'll run out the field. With that being said, Bad Fast Ward back to it. So you can't get an interview with the driver number 92. Bad Fast Ward living up to his name. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you, Garrett.
Well, putting it on pole tonight for tonight in what feels like an eternity since HGR has been live here. What's the nerve? What's the anticipation like? And what can we expect? 100% fuel, so at least one pit stop. What can we expect out of the next gens tonight?
It's been a while since we run HGR. We're gonna try to have a good race here, 50 laps. It's no fuel race at all. We got to pit once, so we're gonna try to race hard and see what they got here. It's gonna be some side by sides. I know we're not gonna be single file. I'll make something happen. That's for sure. Got some teammates. I got about 4 of us in here. Maybe we'll do a short pit, try to get away from them or something. But we'll try to do something different strategy wise. These cars are pretty equal, and it's gonna be hard to pass. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
You got it.
Well, that being said, John Ward rolling off the front row for tonight. I'll tell you another driver looking to return to victory lane. Kevin McCullough, always a bad number 03. Bad fast, that is. With that being said, we're on through the starting lineup for tonight's race. John Ward, John Ellis, starting first and second. R.B. Thompson, Jeff Merck, Kim McCullough, John Darnell, James Warren, Gordon Spain, Sean Corbett, Justin Johnson, Terry Wilson, and Kobe Cannell will be rounding out the Fast 12. Ain't much of a Fast 12 with only 14 drivers in here. Never count out 64. Joey Masavich or Matthew Lee. They will be starting 13th and 14th. Field's rolling. John Darnell, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
We're rolling off 8 to 9 in what's always the fast number 6. I got to ask you though, one-stop race, is it pretty much just try to go to the end, go all out with it, or is there still a bit of strategy involved even though it's just a one-stop race?
Well, I think strategy for today, I'm going to feel it out and see how everyone's driving. Take care of gas a little bit, and then when it's time, we're going to go to the front, boy.
Going to go to the front. I got to ask you this last question, though. With these cars, can we expect something like we see out of the trucks or the Xfinity cars where everybody's stuck together? Or do we expect to see something like the Gen 6 where people's got a little bit more freedom?
Well, they normally, these next-gen cars normally, they're a real tight bunch. They don't move real well in the second lane unless it's a higher temperature, and the track temperature is up over 100, so they should be able to see a little bit of movement. It should be fun.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the broadcast.
Yep. It's going to be something. 50 laps, 100% fuel, be looking somewhere around anywhere from 30 to 38 for a green flag run. Of course, the caution pushes that fuel number back even more. We know that we're guaranteed at least one pit stop unless we get enough cautions. But when will it? The question is, when would a pit stop happen? Alright. Ward and Ellis Jr. brings them down to United Rentals restart zone. 50 laps. HGR. We're rolling. Down back straight away, Thompson, Ward, McCullough, the top three. Along with Ware and Corbett. You gotta look from the blink camera. Well, right now, single flat out for the most part. Sean Corbett showing new colors tonight. He's gonna jump up to the outside lane. People already coming to the front. But at the line. Give it to bad fast John Ward. Oh, we're in almost out of shape already. Hound's on to it. See Sean Corbett already trying to make something happen. Got Kobe Spain. Darnell. Right behind him, McCullough's going to peek out to the outside lane. He's going to decide to commit to it. He's going to get a shot for Corbett down the back straight away. Right now, Ward continues to lead you right on board the back bumper of John Ward, looking right back at Aubrey Thompson. McCullough still trying to pull that outside lane up to within he can strike for the lead. Not going to be able to get it here. Thompson pushing Ward. You're going to see McCullough come up to the outside. Just barely going to get his nose there before having to concede right back to side by side with Thompson. Down the back straight away. Still 2x2 has been Ward and Thompson, the top two pretty much right from the get-go of this race. I know I'm saying that a little early with 47 to go out in the line. Oh, Merck almost get Jeff Merck almost lost it. Across McCullough's nose, able to hold on to it. Jeff Merck in new colors tonight. Right on board with him. Looking to the outside, Thompson got the MMS duo up towards the front. As a matter of fact, leading this outside lane, so perhaps MMS going to see what they can do with this outside lane, see if they can get side by side with Ward and Thompson. Down the back straight away. Everybody minding their P's and Q's for the moment. Not really wanting to push a lot tonight. Not really trying to make any big moves early. One stop race. Pretty straightforward. Make it to the pit stop. Get through the pit stop. Then go to the checker. That's Jeff Merck for the first time tonight. Not surprising, however, will lead his first laps of the race tonight. Corbett immediately going to bow back to that outside lane. Scott Spain, Darnell, right behind him along with Jordan Savage and Kobe Cannell. Down the back straightaway, they'll fan out almost 3 wide for the moment. Merck tries to put a big block on Ward. Ward up to the third lane. Merck's not going to be able to do it. Gets right back down in front of McCullough. John Ward clear, back to the bottom. An aggressive move out of Merck early, I feel like. No track position, everything matters, but Lap 4, regardless, they get through it. Jeff's going to look to the outside, going to try to hold it down at the line, give it to Ward yet again. Kind of puts Harvey Thompson in a tough spot. James Ware's going to jump up right back down to the bottom. Contact between Thompson and Justin Johnson. Darnell's going to look to the outside lane. Nobody goes winning. Going to be stuck in no man's land for a second. It's going to jump right back down behind the Savage just off the camera. As now they single file it up. Already not what I want to. A lot of drivers wanting to see. Some opting early for track position. Right now, single fight out. Here comes the 11 of Kobe right back on the outside lane. Gordon Spain, Corbett, Darnell's going to try to make something happen. Justin Johnson below the yellow line. Keeps it straight. We're on board with Justin Johnson. Get a great look at the bottom lane works. We'll see how the draft is utilized. Going to suck up right to the back of Waring. Going to let off just a little bit though so he doesn't run completely over the 13. Through all of this, I've yet to mention the JW Paints Graphics pre-spin bonus winner. Matter of fact, if I can find him up the run order, there he is right here. Matthew Lee. Looking to win some extra money if he can win tonight. The rules to the pre-spin bonus presented by JW Paints Graphics. You have to win. Plain and simple, right? Just win the race, you get a little extra money. Matthew Lee, multiple time HGR winner. All right, now running just inside the top 10. Now in Ward, the leading 7th lap. Jeff Merck's only been able to lead one. They're the only two leaders officially tonight. Side by side, going to Spain, working himself up into the picture. Just going to jump up to cover the 38 down the back straightaway. You look back from the drone cam, Ward will fall back. There's Gordon Spain for the lead. Getting pushed by Joey Savage, Sean Corbett, Darnell, Thompson, Matthew Lee all on the outside. Oh, contact between the 60 and the 64. Just keep it straight. Really disorganized that bottom lane though. As Gordon Spain for the first time tonight will lead. Phil works his way back down the back straightaway yet again. And right now, Spain, Merck, Warden, McCullough. A toss-up between Waring and Savage for the top 5. Now as it stands, Spain continued to lead outside lanes, fell apart. Well, as I say that, John Ellis jump up, well, did jump up for the moment to help out. Aubrey Thompson, John Ward will now jump to the outside lane. So McCullough and Spain, 11 way up the track. Right now, German Savage loose on the third lane, brings it back down. Right now they're racing right now, just trying to get track position. I mean, it's straightforward. You know, it's one pit stop. Just race it out for now. When time comes to see them foul out, save fuel, then you will. It's a much different race than what you normally see with a two-stop race. McCullough looks to the outside yet again. Be the first time Kevin McCullough's led officially tonight. Ain't say he ain't tried. At the line, Ward denies him yet again. Of course, right now you can see cars dancing around. Everybody's trying to find a lane, trying to find somewhere to go get to the field. Ward and Spain, only a two-car single filed out for the moment. Justin Johnson up to third. In a bad matter of fact, we'll see what John Darnell's cooking up back here. Right now, started sixth. Now running sixth. So really not much progress been made for Darnell. Still early in the race to make something happen. Right now you see pretty much Dega Pros 1, 2, 3. Waring and Ward, Gordon Spain an affiliate. And here comes Darnell up the middle. Well, up the bottom I should say. No, but you're talking about middle. 3 wides already formed out. Right now, bottom lane will single file out. New faces at the front. James Waring, John Darnell, Kobe Cannell, Aubrey Thompson out there for the most part tonight. Gordon Spain just up to the outside lane. I don't think that was bad a time. I think it was either get bunched up, possibly wrecked, or jump up to the outside lane and hope for the best. John Ward down the back straightaway getting pushed by Waring. 36 to go. Right now, biggest movers of the field so far tonight from where they started. Let's look at them. Norman Savage up 6 spots. It's a 2-way tie between Waring and Savage. Both up 5. Kobe Cannell up 8 spots where he started this race. Right now, his biggest droppers of the race so far tonight, as a matter of fact. John Ellis started outside pole and Jeff Merck. John Darnell stuck in no man's land yet again on the outside lane. On the right, ball back in line. Get down quickly. Steven Savage will jump right back to the outside lane with Lee and Corbett. That's Gordon Spain for the second time tonight will lead down the back straightaway. Spain's led for 3 laps. Right now, obviously the driver's led the most laps. John Ward, got 12 so far. Well, they're playing nice right now. 33 to go when they get back to the line. For a about to be in the fuel window, I would think, at some point. They've done 16 laps. They can go 30 to 35, so about another 15 laps or so, they'll be ready. Well, caution right now would really change that window drastically. But right now, Gordon Spankteen lead over John Ward, James Ware, and Joey Masavich, and Kobe Cannell. Oh! Jeff Merck! You had to say something, didn't you? Merck and John Ellis Jr. Jeff Merck, massive damage. Gonna need more than alignment to fix this one. Let's see, they're still the damage. Good God, my whole damn wheels jammed up in there. Alright, let's see what has happened to Jeff Merck and John Ellis. We're going to turn 3, going to give a shot. That's going to look to the outside. Merck just gets them all centered, and from there, bam. Unless you can do there at that point. Right on board with Jeff Merck through this. Get us all centered. All it was, and bam, not even. John Hills didn't even have a shot to catch this car. What happens when you get sideways at 180, 90 mile an hour? And what it does do, it'll more than likely bring everybody down on the pit road. Will it push back the green flag pit stop? Probably not. Well, yes, it will push it back, but not to where they're good to the end, I do not think. Well, Spain, Ward, wearing pretty much everybody's in. Well, John Ward will win the race off of pit road. Toss up between. Give it to Sean Corbett, Kenny McCullough. Justin Johnson, James Ware in the top 5. Gordon Spain will go from 6th, or from 1st to 6th. I'm going to talk to Gordon Spain. Gordon Spain, Gary Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Not too bad. As a matter of fact, I got to ask you 2 questions. One, been out front for 5 laps. Pit stop kind of slow. What was the story behind that?
I overshot my box. Had to back into it and lost a few spots there.
Well, buddy, I wanted to ask you.
Yep.
19 laps before this caution came out. Does this kind of eliminate the green flag pit stop, or does it put these drivers in a position to where they're going to have to do it a lot later, probably within the next 10, probably within 10 to go, or is it pretty much all out from here?
We're good. It's all out from here.
So a whole new
good
race.
On fuel. Yep, good on fuel. Yeah, I don't think nobody was really saving fuel there anyway. We was going to be good on one stop regardless, but this right here get us to the end.
Well,
just got to get this car to the end.
Well, that's what bring me to my last question, you saying that. Yeah, I feel like that we're probably about to see a much different race to where less conservative for now, or do you feel like that driver's still going to take it easy to the final 10?
I think might see a few laps here pretty conservatively, but it's bound to pick up at some point in the next, I'd say in the next 15, 20 laps.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you. Hopefully, we'll be able to talk to you at the end of this thing.
Hopefully so. Thank you.
Yep. So Gordon Spain right now, a little bit restarting in the 6th spot. Go ahead and re-rack the top 10 while we're at it. Sean Corbett, John Ward, Justin Johnson, Kevin McCullough, Gordon Spain, top 5. Kobe Canillo, Joey Masavich, Matthew Lee, the JW Paints Graphics pre-spin bonus. Got to win the race tonight to get the bonus. If he does not, the money goes right back into the next HGR race. Terry Wilson in 9th. Matt and Aubrey Thompson round out the top 10. In the 10th spot, John Arnell, James Warren, Jeff Merck, and John Ellis will round out the remainder of the field. The Ward elected the outside lane for this restart. It's got Justin Johnson behind him. That's all I think him and Corbett's going to work to it. He's going to let Ward get down to the bottom. Alright, Sean Corbett. John Ward brings on down to your 9 Reynolds restart zone. We're rolling. Ward with a great start, almost too good of a start. Ward would drop right back down to the bottom. We'll pick right up with Sean Corbett, McCullough, Gordon Spain, Joey Masavich, top 5 on the bottom. 5 cars on the outside lane, Justin Johnson, Kobe Canillo, Matthew Lee, Aubrey Thompson, James Waring. As Ward will lead him down into turn 3. Oh, Johnson loose in the wall, saves it. They all scatter, and we keep it straight. What a save by Johnson. And back straightaway side by side for 3rd on back. Corbett pushing Ward. Gordon Spain, Kim McCullough side by side for 3rd. Masavich and Matthew Lee side by side for the 5th spot. And then on back, Terry Wilson trying to creep his way into the top 5. All right, now McCullough will jump up for Spain, but you tell me how McCullough's driving. He wants this lead, and he wants it bad too. 27 to go. McCullough trying to lead officially for the first time tonight. All right, now, oh, Thompson bit a net cut off of Wilson. They keep it straight again. McCullough down to the bottom. Oh, Masavich around. there he goes. Savage is somebody else. Terry Wilson spins it into the grass. No harm, no foul. Oh, save Justin Johnson more than anything else. Wilson through the grass. Well, we saw it whenever, I believe it, Joey got turned or neck coated. One of the two. We'll have to look and see. Well, let's look out for the crash chopper cam. You're right there. Massage gonna come out. Well, Terry's gonna come up and get into the back of him. Just sends it on around. Jeff Merck gets damage out of this again. Right on board with Joey Savage through this, as a matter of fact. Yeah, just that slight guy. That's all it's going to take. Joey's going to lock it down. Well, other than about four fresh tires, I don't think it's really going to hurt neither Terry Wilson or Joey Savage. No, but it will bring us under caution at halfway. John Ellis, Jeff Merck, John Darnell, Justin Johnson, and Joey Massage all in the pits. Pretty much everybody that starts with a J except for James Waring and John Ward in the pits. James Waring appears to be stopped. That never mind's about rolling. Got the car refired. Oh, well, we got a minute here in the action. You can't get James Waring in here real fast. James Waring, Gary Jenkins up here in broadcast, big guy, copy, buddy.
Hey, Garrett, what's up?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just sitting here watching some of the best go to work. I got to ask you, though, it really seems like it's been a bit of a challenge getting the outside lane to really work. Is that something that you're experiencing as well, or do you just think it all depends on who's pushing?
You got to get the right people working together, and you got to take the runs when you can get them. Take the side drive when you can get it. But the outside lane, you can make it work, though. It just takes coordination to get it done. I mean, just two people not going to be able to do it. You're going to have at least 3 or 4 to make it work.
But I got to say, it's been a bad fast car all night. Looks about as fast as what it is. I got to ask, your team, they going to get another win this week?
We're off this week. Nice idle week. We got FSU next week, so
Ain't no
we
wonder.
just
Ain't
off
no,
some Seminole ass.
ain't no wonder you're racing. You're bored, ain't you?
Right?
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. And
All right,
hopefully we'll
man.
talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yes, sir.
Where can I tell? Where can I tell? We're a Miami Hurricanes fan, judging by his car. It's been a while since James Waring's actually returned to HGR Victory Lane. Kind of long overdue. Tell you another one who's a bit long overdue on a win. That would be the 60 of Jeff Merck. Right now has not been the easiest of nights for the 60. Right now I'll be restarting tail end of the field in 14th. Well, to be honest with you, I hate seeing Jeff Merck run second and lose by the narrowest of margins every time. It's the night tonight. Jeff Merck returns to victory lane. What about Gordon Spain, Ken McCullough, Corbett, Thompson, Matthew Lee, Waring? Several drivers looking to return to victory lane tonight. McCullough and Spain brings them down. We're rolling with 24 to go. Right now, McCullough trying to pull that bottom lane up clear. Kobe Cannell right now trying to pull John Darnell, Justin Johnson, Jeff Merck up with him on the outside lane. Majority's on the bottom. That's where it's really where it really sets me on the outside lane now. If you can get drivers who, as James Waring said, who can push, the outside lane will work. Not saying that neither one of them can't push. Just got to have more numbers and be willing to push hard. As you see, well, thought Justin Johnson got hung out to dry, but he keeps it straight. McCullough at the line. 22 to go. Give it to Ken McCullough. Right now, Kenny getting pushed by Sean Corbett. You see Cannell still working the outside lanes. Got the majority of the cars with him. They run down the back straightaway. Let's run on further back in the field. Another fact. Run on board with the 11. Right now you see Ward's pushed up with him. Him and Thompson, Aubrey Thompson surging ahead to the lead. Here Kobe really lifting. Going to drop down to the bottom lane with him, and now Aubrey Thompson leads at Talladega. No surprise Thompson wants to turn to victory lane. Last time. Oh, big wreck! Darnell McCullough. Massive, massive wreck. John Ellis involved in this. Justin Johnson. John Darnell rolling way in the back. Gordon Spain. Massive damage to that 38. Man. Gordon said all he wanted to do was get the car to the end. Justin Johnson. John Darnell, massive damage to the front of that number 6 machine. All right. Well, what has happened to cause the first big one of the night? Well, Darnell's already around. You can look at the angle and tell Gordon Spain's about to take a wicked shot. Getting pushed by James Waring. Getting pushed, getting pushed, getting pushed. Waring bouncing all over the back bumper. Just gets him sideways. Darnell overcorrects. That's how John Darnell's night start will probably end. Well, no, he's got one fast repair left in the chamber. So that's what will help. Really, a lot of these guys, but there Darnell overcorrects. It's very easy to do. Spain, I ain't sure what happened with Gorham, but either way, a wicked shot into the outside retaining wall. Justin Johnson gets a piece of this. So that's right on board, as a matter of fact, with the 38. Going, I think what he does, he sees Darnell get out of shape on the outside of the racetrack, and when he does that, he goes to avoid it, hits the apron, shoots him right back up into traffic, right on board Justin Johnson through this. You see Darnell's going to get loose, and I don't even think Joe's going to know what's about to hit him. So a great job locking it down. Well, I'm aboard with John Ellis through this. Of course, it's been a very eventful night for the 21. And then, that's just going to fall right in Ellis's lap. Well, Talladega's starting to live up to her name, and right now, I believe Ellis has already used his one fast repair, so whatever's left is left. Gordon Spain, of course, having to serve the tow bill at the moment, waiting for the timer to go down from the tow before he can click his fast repair and get back out onto the racetrack. Now, he's already lost probably 1 or 2 laps. John Ellis sitting in pits, probably getting some of his damage fixed. And with 19 to go, it'll bring Aubrey Thompson, still leader, John Ward, Kobe Keneal, Ken McCullough, and James Waring the top 5. Oh, 1 to green. Gordon Spain back out onto the racetrack, 1 lap down. We'll rewrite the top 10 as they stand. Thompson, Ward, McCullough, Keneal, and Corbett. That'll be a top 5. On down, Waring, Mertman, Savage, Darnell, Matthew Lee, the top 10. And then you got Johnson, Wilson, Ellis. Of course, Gordon Spain just going to need another caution. He'll be back in this race. Ward and Thompson brings them down to 9 rooms restart zone. We're rolling again. Right now, Thompson and Ward will lead down the back straightaway. McCullough trying to make something happen on the outside lane, getting pushed by Corbett, Jeff Merck, John Darnell. We're now going to be 16 to go at the line. Well, McCullough's doing everything he can. Corbett's doing everything they can. Everybody's trying to do everything they can to make this outside lane work. And for the most part, if you time it right, you get a great run as Darnell would jump to the outside lane yet again. Already pushing hot. Down the back straightaway. Either that or he knows something big is about to happen within the next 16 laps that he wants to be no part of. Right now, Thompson continues to lead. They'll come off of turn 4. Right now, they'll work down the back straightaway yet again. You see the number of cars lessening and lessening for that outside lane. Right now, biggest movers again since the start of the race. Still, Kobe Cannell up 8 spots where he started. Right now, Kobe running in fourth car on the bottom lane. Looking at James Warren. Right now, you see it's still darting around just a little bit. Probably not happy with the cars. Will snake their way down the back straightaway. Some side drafting, some just trying to hang on to it for dear life. Right on board with Thompson now. So McCullough got to switch cars there momentarily. Get McCullough out front. Hell yeah, Kenny. 13 to go at the line. Corbett now up to him to really pull this outside lane unless Ward, Thompson, or McCullough wants to jump up. Give it their luck. McCullough leads that lap. Oh, Matthew leaves around. Saves it. Justin Johnson, however, fighting to save it. Does save it. And we keep it straight. What does that do? That messes up this whole group. That messed up pretty much everybody from about 9th on back. 2, 4, 6, 7 cars, something like that. 8. 9th on bat, Waring, Savage, Matthew Lee, Wilson, obviously Justin Johnson. And with 12 to go, John Ward back down to the bottom. Still side by side on back. Well, right now the rows are even. Now it's really just going to boil down to who can push. That's what this will boil down to. Who can push? Darnell abandons the outside lane. Knows there ain't nothing going. In the same breath, McCullough jumps out of line. Gonna be 10 to go. No surrender at this point. You see, Kobe's going to jump out to the outside lane. Going to try to get McCullough to push him at the line. For the first time tonight, Kobe Canille will lead. 10 to go. Everybody pretty much just leaves Corbett to dry at this point. What I'm going to tell you. This kid here, he about to have to hold off some of the best to ever grace our racing, let alone super speedway. McCullough, Ward, Thompson, among others in this pack. And immediately John Ward's going to look to the outside lane. He didn't even have a chance. And Ward and Thompson would drop down to the bottom. How about John Ellis? Try to make something happen. Ellis had a very wild night tonight. John Darnell as well. Right now, Darnell in 6th. Need to hurry up and drop down. Find somewhere to drop. Corbett Corbett was going to help him. I feel like. And Darnell said, forget this. 9 to go. Going to be 8 whenever to get back to the start-finish line. Really, here comes John Ellis Jr. right back with Jeff Merck. John Darnell as well. Corbett thought about jumping up, chose to stay at the bottom. Everybody's just trying to make something happen. That's all they're trying to do. Merck's going to look to the outside lane. Talk about drivers who's had a very up and down night. Jeff Merck been involved just about all 3 wrecks tonight as keeping on trucking in that number 60. New paint tonight. Blanchard Towing, Ford at number 60. John Ellis will lead for the first time tonight. Well, as I said, as quick as he got to lead and let it lap, Ward immediately jumping right back to the outside. Well, all guns are blazing for Dega Pros right now, especially for Thompson and Ward. Here it comes. Kobe again to the outside lane with McCullough. Jeff Merck's going to stay with him. Nope. McCullough and Mert will drop down to the bottom for the moment. Jeff Mert at the line, fastest lap of the race, 48.974. They're coming up on lap car Justin Johnson. Six to go, and really what you're about to see, the pushes are about to get more intense. The pushing is going to be shoving. They're going to be shoving where you don't want to be shoved at, no matter what part of the track you're at. 5 to go. No holds barred, no surrender. Merck barely at the line. 5 to go. Ward will be right back out front where he's been all night. John Ellis going to look back to the outside lane with Thompson and Corbett, and now it brings up the interesting scenario. Now Ward is without his teammates. He's without Thompson, he's without Corbett. And he's got a hard charger number 11 of Kobe Cannell. He's surrounded by MMS. McCullough and Merton was outside, along with John Ellis in the 21. I don't think it's going to phase in. 4 to go. You see the bottom. You see the 11 pushing the 92. McCullough's going to look right to the outside lane. McCullough's going to go win him. How about John Darnell working himself up into the top 5 picture here? Kobe back to the bottom. Went to the bottom, might have been a bad move. McCullough and Jeff Burke now to the bottom track. McCullough will lead his 6th lap of the race tonight with 3 to go. Well, Ward's found Thompson yet again. They're going to try to work the outside lane one more time. But right now, Kim McCullough, Jeff Burke for MMS. Working that bottom lane, it will be 2 to go. McCullough or Mert's going to look to the outside. But this is what you want if you're MMS. You want the lane control. You want one of your guys, one of your teammates working both lanes. Sure, it might be sucked to the man that comes in second, but at least you can guarantee MMS will have a say in who wins. Unless they make it 3 wide. 2 to go. Jeff Mert getting it at the line. Mert down to the bottom to cover McCullough. It's going to isolate the outside lane. Only 3 cars, but here comes Ward and Thompson back on the outside lane with John Ellis. And Sean Corbett in tow. John Ward going back for the lead. Ward will see the white flag. Has led 20 laps tonight. Will make it 21. He's got to hold off MMS for one more lap. And they're about to gang up on him everywhere. McCullough's already going to look to the outside. So did Mert. Jeff Mert to the lead. McCullough's going to get pushed. Darnell pushing the 11. They got to go through turn 3 one more time. Oh, it's going. Kobe's going to turn McCullough. Wow. And at the line, Kobe Cannell will go to victory lane in high gear racing. Ward 2nd, Corbett 3rd. Darnell and Ellis will round out top 5. Well, let's look back at it. Well, controversy more than likely. Well, what's that controversial? We'll just look at it here. Really just look and see. Pushing, pushing, pushing. There's contact. I mean, it's going to be hard to rule that. Either way, McCullough hangs on to it. Mert will go spinning. Thompson hard off the inside wall. And from there, that's all she wrote. Sean Corbett will come across the line sideways. Well, while we wait for Kobe to be available for an interview, we'll get John Ward. John Ward, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
I got you.
Well, you didn't have to share your screen for me.
Oh, I was just watching the end.
My buddy, take me through it tonight. You're only the 100th man in history, or if not more, to lead the most laps, but walk out of here finishing second. Was there anything you felt like you could do, or did you feel like you were a sitting duck coming off of turn 2 for the white flag?
Yeah, we don't really run these cars much. I was figuring it out, trying to get it. I mean, you have to jump up with 2 to get around, and I mean, we're figuring it's kind of fun and figuring out the draft. The bottom's definitely fast, but you can pass. You got to know how to do it, but you can pass. We were getting passed all day here trying to figure it out. But yeah, I mean, if you're leading and the guy behind you jumps out and he's got somebody with him, you're pretty much dropping. So I think they're figuring it out. And I was basically a sitting duck there, and I knew it. And they come on around me there, and John, I said, man, hit me with all you got. And if they wasn't a wreck there, I probably wouldn't even got in the top 5. So I don't know how it was going to play out, but I dang sure got. I tried to stay up front. I led a lot of laps there, but luckily at the end there, I came home with second.
Well, buddy, it was a top-notch race. I got to ask, did you feel like the switch was flipped before? Do you feel like the switch was flipped whenever they were able to get that caution on lap 19 and pretty much go all out for fuel?
Yes, yeah. It was pretty much flat. I know it was good to go by then. On that white flag lap, yeah, everybody gave it after that stop. Everybody was running pretty hard as they could. Wasn't no fuel. I like it when there's no fuel involved. You can get out there and run as hard as you want. But yeah, on that last lap, Merck was pushing me, and I was like, if Kenny gets beside him, he won't be able to jump up, and then he's got to push me. And it's just you don't want to be leading on the last lap with these things. Seems like unless you got your teammate behind you there. But yeah, it was definitely fun. These cars, I like to run them some more and figure them out.
Well, John Ward, last question before I let you get out of here. Is there anybody want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I want to thank James Waring for putting this on, HGR, all them, Jimmy Crow for doing what he did to get all this stuff going. I want to thank you for the broadcast, everybody that ran with me in Dega Pros in there, Aubrey, Gordon, James, and Joey.
All right, buddy. John Ward walk out of here tonight leading 21 laps, but will not be able to lead to 22nd. And most important one, John, appreciate your time. Hell of a job.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. With that being said, so right now, as it stands, the finish is under review. We're going to wait and see what happens beforehand. And I believe, really, let's look at it from the chopper cam. I believe the chopper cam is going to really give us our best aerial look at this. The chopper or the blink cam, run the two. Look, that ain't much better. Right here. Well, 11's going to come down. McCullough's going to come down with him.
The 11 will be getting an EOL.
Well,
Yep.
well, there's the word right there for race control. So, all right, James, appreciate you clarifying that.
Yep.
So, with that being said, the 11 not in the winter night, it will go to John Ward. So, flip the script. Alright, guess I gotta do this the hard way. So Ward will be your winner. That means Sean Corbett will be second. Alright, so Sean Corbett not available for an interview. Therefore, third place driver tonight, John Darnell. He also ain't available for an interview. Well, let's get. There's every side to a story. We'll get Kevin McCullough side of things. Kevin McCullough, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, No, it's not the way you wanted to end tonight, but I gotta ask. Just take me through it. Pretty much on the last lap, the 11 moves down to try to get around you, following down. What's your take on things, pretty much?
I mean, he's come in here and he's apologized to me. I feel bad for him that he got his win taken from him. That would have been his first win ever. He ran a good race. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong there besides get down on the apron. It's just unfortunate. It's happened to all of us at some time. Even the best of the best make that mistake. Felt like me and him and Merck was going to be sitting pretty good there. I think we'd have finished 1, 2, 3 there if that wouldn't have happened. I just feel bad about anybody that got caught up in it. Yeah, I feel bad for the kid. That would have been his first win in money racing, and I hate to see him lose it that way. But it's happened to all of us.
Well, buddy, I wanted to ask you to switch. Evidently got flipped, but it seemed like you and Merck were one of only a few drivers to really figure out really how to, in a way, work that outside lane better than what some would do. I mean, we saw Thompson and Ward was just about getting hooked up with the right partner and getting to the front, or how did working the outside lane play a factor tonight?
I mean, you just had to really pay attention to and try to time it to when you think the guys on the bottom there, first two get hot. There's a little bit of side draft, so if you can separate them at the right time when the guy on the outside gets to your bumper, then you can make a good push and maybe get 2 to 3 guys by at a time, but it's got to be executed just right. I'm not a big fan of the package, but it's definitely something different. But I had fun, though. The racing was great.
Well, Kenny, last question before I let you head out tonight. Is there anybody I want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, thank Jimmy and James for putting these things on. Thank the guys that worked with me tonight. I got to working with Jeff and Matt there, and yeah, had fun. And thank you for doing the broadcast.
All right, buddy. Appreciate your time tonight. Kenny McCullough will come out of this tonight, finishing 11th. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy.
Yep. That being said, John Darnell has returned to us in the Discord. John Darnell, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir, I do. What's up?
Well, not really strange, but in a bizarre twist of things, you'll walk out of here third tonight after the DQ by the 11. I got to ask, really didn't have a lot of friends up there. Saw you getting left out to dry and all that, or jumping up to that third lane. Was it more by design, or were you trying to get a third lane rolling? Really, what could the six have done different tonight?
Well, it was by design, really, because there was a lot of pushing going on that wasn't like square pushing, and I just kept jumping out, that way I could get to the back and just watch what happens. And fortunately, I missed a couple of the wrecks, and I was at the right spot at the right time at the end.
But just take me through, of course, outside lane really was not a factor tonight, and really, what was the reasoning behind that? You just feel like people weren't able to really push. We've heard, ain't got a lot of side draft to it. You had to time it just right. What was your take on things?
The only way it really moved on the outside lane moved was if the guy that was a pusher pushing the leader on the inside, if he took off and got up to the second lane, it left a gap there behind the leader, and it drew him back, and then that second lane would move. But other than that, you just had to wait and time your runs right, and there at the end of the race, I just got in the right spot and was able to get in that run, finished in the top 3.
Well, John, a hell of a run for you to finish now third. Is there anybody I want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
I want to James and Jimmy Crow first off. Man, they're freaking awesome. They've helped me grow so much. They've helped me grow so much, man. It's turned into my leagues and everything like that, man. I'm having a lot of success because of them guys. I didn't really run with anybody in a Discord tonight. I kind of ran solo. I'm just thankful for everything, man.
All right, buddy. John Darnell will walk out of here tonight, finishing third. Appreciate your time, and
yes, sir. I appreciate your broadcast
talk to you
too.
again. Ain't no problem, buddy. So John Darnell will walk out of here third. So we're have to redo the order here a little bit. Race results. John Ward will walk out of here the winner. Sean Corbett, John Darnell, John Ellis, Matthew Lee ran out top 5. James Ware and Joey Masavich. Terry Wilson, Jeff Merck, Kim McCullough will round out the top 10. Kind of hard to say where the 11 fall in place. The 11 might be credited with 10th. We're going to assume that the 11 of Kobe Keneal will be credited 10th, last car on the lead lap. So we're going to assume that he'll come on 10th. McCullough 11th, Thompson, Gornspan, Justin Johnson rounds out the field. With that being said, it's a hell of a night tonight for HGR making its return after a week-long absence, it feels like. Tomorrow night, I really don't know what much is playing for tomorrow night. We'll have to play. Oh, right, there is nothing playing because I won't be here. Alright then. Well, until then, I'll see everybody Saturday for Inspired Thunder Series and Midnight Racing League. Until then, everybody, have a good night. I'll see you then. Take it easy.